Hi everyone, thanks for watching again. Alright, today we're gonna talk about Valentine's Day. But first, as usual, you know how I do things. My method is to look at the history of it first before I give my opinions on it. Just to get, like some background on the thing. So, right now, I'm gonna do a search on Google to see some facts about Valentine's Day in terms of the origins. So I'm on the history website right now, and I'm going to briefly read what it says. So these are like Valentine's Day facts according to history website. Valentine's Day is celebrated every February 14 as couples across the globe honor their spouses, partners, and sweetheart. Hundreds of years of tradition and custom have made it into the holiday that we observe today. And it goes on to list some of the facts. Right? So the first one says origins to a bloody pagan festival. Some trace Valentine's Day origins to a Christian effort to replace a pagan fertility festival that has been dated as far back as the 6th century BC during the festival of Lupercalia. Roman priests would sacrifice goats and dogs to use their blood-soaked hides to slap women on the streets as fertility blessing. According to legend, women would later put their names in an urn and be selected to be paired with a man for a year. Oh yeah, say to me. Alright. So it's basically saying, what's that saying is that they used to use the hides of animals to beat women, and that supposedly was supposed to make them more fertile. Right? Alright. Another fact that they listed is the tradition of giving chocolate. So, box of chocolate. Valentine's Day tradition of giving a box of candy was started in the 19th century by Richard Cadbury, a scion of a British chocolate manufacturing family, with a new technique recently established at the company to create more varieties of chocolate. Cadbury pounced on the opportunity to sell the chocolates as part of the beloved holiday. Alright, so remember Cadbury chocolate, that's where it come from. Alright, so they said now the first Valentine was written from a prison. That sounds like it makes sense. History's first Valentine was written in perhaps one of the most unromantic places conceivable. A prison. Charles Duke of Orleans wrote the love letter to his second wife at the age of 21. 21 and his second wife. Man, I live good. While captured at a battle of Agincourt. As a prisoner for more than 20 years, he would never see his Valentine's reaction to the poem he penned to her in the early 15th century. What a pity. You know, a lot of these traditions, they are born out of some very ominous things and some tragedies. You know, I'm not surprised that Valentine's Day would fall into this category. Yeah? Alright. So, we see already that the origins of Valentine's Day is coming from Roman origin, and also some Christian interfered with it at some point, because in that era the Romans, they were considered to be pagan by the Christians. So the popes that came in, they did a lot of things to try to make it vanish, make the whole customs disappear. So even that date, the February 14th date, it was, looked at as the Christian used the date because it was the birthday of one of their saints, Saint Valentine, and he was a martyr because he was executed for performing weddings, which the Romans had banned. So they use this now to kind of overshadow the pagan celebrations, right? And I got all of that from the History Channel. You can check out the History website if you want to get more information. But I just did that to get a little background, for this Valentine's Day thing. Now, what I want to ask is, what is your take on Valentine's Day? Because for me, how I look at Valentine's Day is just, it's a day when you say, all right, to your partner that you want to show your appreciation and show, how much you care about the person. And, some people, they don't, the things that they do on Valentine's Day, like they go the extra mile, get the chocolate, the traditional chocolate and the roses, and, people go all the way and do all sorts of different things. But my thing is, I would want to ask myself the question is, am I maintaining a constant reminder to my spouse or my partner that, listen, I appreciate you, I'll be there for you and love you and whatever? Are we living that way? Because, I don't think it really makes sense if only when a special occasion, birthdays and so on, the person, you think it's essential to make the person feel, that way. Your relationship should always be about the expression of your joy, towards another person, any kind of relationship. So that way you don't have to be extracting joy or depend on anyone for your happiness. This is easier said than done still, I know that. But at the same time, we just have to look at the true requirements for one to be happy or to have that joy that we're talking about. So, Valentine's Day, I don't really have a problem with it. I think it's good for us to know the origins of things that we are celebrating though. So, so that it will give us more meaning, even more meaning. When we find out the true background of it, we can decide whether we want to celebrate it or not, or whether we are willing to go through so much things, just to say we're celebrating that day. And for me, I think especially us as Jamaicans, we should always try to find out about our origins, But that's just my opinion still. I don't know. You can give me your take on it. I know the ladies them no go on hear that still, cause I feel them time this. Them want them chocolate and them special treatment. Nothing wrong with that still, but I'm just saying that, it's good to really know what is this thing that I am so passionate about. Cause to me it don't make no sense. It doesn't make sense you're passionate about something and you don't know what you're so passionate about. The very thing that you're passionate about, you don't know the history behind it. You don't know what it is. Unless we just focus on things that we're supposed to get and we're gone. But in life we have to try to have more depth, so yeah. But Valentine's Day, as we say, it's a good thing. But on the other side of it, we don't want to know. What want to think? You think it worth it based on the fact that it's not even part of our culture? Want to reckon? I want to know. Give me one feedback and tell me. I think it is good that you have different points throughout the year that you can definitely say to your spouse, all right, look, this is a token of my appreciation or whatever. But at the same time, we should try to focus on, making our spouses know, our partner know, this is the way how we feel, just by the way how we live with each other. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Alright, so, good to be here again. Just look forward to more videos. Remember, Thanks for viewing. I appreciate it much. Thank you, viewers. Alright, so just like, share and subscribe. Alright, look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.